Hi there, this is Fixed It. If like me you end up with a very messy desktop, it'll mean that your Mac will start up slower and slower, and I'll give you some indication now. I'll just start up this Mac. Now this part of the process is quite straightforward. I'll speed up from here. So whatever your desktop's like, this bit's usually roughly about the same sort of time. The problem arises if, like me, you've got an extremely messy desktop. Then you're going to be losing a huge amount of time each time you start up the machine. Okay, so we've gone to blue screen. So let me just click on here and do that now. And I have to go far enough back so you can see the mess that is my desktop. So far it's been a minute and 41 seconds, and I'm using two screens, so you can see that my little Mac desktop is full and my giant screen is completely full. And now what I'm going to do is go over to the side, and I'm going to come here and open Safari, and we'll see how long it takes for Safari to open and to actually get to a Google prompt and be able to type something in. Now the other thing that takes a lot of time is if, like me, you leave tabs open, then what happens is that they are kind of active tabs. In your browser, it's actually going to go and work through each of those tabs, and it's not actually going to come back to the screen until such time as it's done that. So what I'll do is, while I'm waiting, I'll go over to Google Apps, and you can see it's spinning away there. We're now at 3 minutes 11, and I'll say Google. And now I'm at a Google prompt, and I'll type in something. So let's go to cycling 74. And now it's cycling 74, so I'll just go to their website and then I'll stop. Okay, that process has taken. By the time I'd switched everything around, it was nearer 5 minutes. So the question is, how can I make this a lot quicker? Well, the first thing that we can do is clear the desktop. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a desktop folder called Desktop Items. And I'm then going to drag all of these screen snapshots and other items into there. So what I'll end up with on my screen is the 2 disk drives and this folder called Desktop Items, and the screen over here will be completely empty. So I've dragged the folder down here, and then if I right click on it and say rename and call it Desktop Items, Desktop Items 12 Oct 2019. And the reason for putting the date on it is because every so often I create another one of these, so I know roughly the dates when I'm putting items in there. Okay, so there's the folder, and then what I start to do is to just go around and clean everything up by dropping them in that folder. And now we'll do that right the way across the entire desktop. So now the desktops are completely clear, except for the hard disk drives and the Desktop Items 12 Oct 2019. Now if I reboot the machine, it should reboot quite a bit quicker. Well, that's what you'd expect, but that's not what happens. I'll now reboot the machine and we'll see how long it takes, and I'll restart and show you the difference. I'll just start up this Mac. Okay, we're back to the login screen, so let me just log in. Okay, we're there to clear desktop in 1 minute 43, and now let me hit Safari again. Now at 2 minutes. Safari's still bouncing. Two minutes 25, and Safari's beginning to open. Now it will open straight away with the cycling 74 because that's the last page that we were looking at. But as soon as it comes back, I'll go to Google. Right, we're at 3 minutes. We're still waiting for cycling 74. Okay. And in fact, what I could do now is if I just refresh. Okay, so that's 3 minutes 21. So despite clearing the desktop, it's still taken us 3 minutes 21 seconds to get to the cycling 74 page. So why wasn't it quicker? What's slowing it down? Well, the answer is that despite the fact that I've cleared the desktop, I haven't actually cleared the cache for the desktop. So that's still full and the machine is still going through there. So now what I need to do is to clear the cache and do the process again. Holding down the Option Command keys. So I'm going to keep my fingers on there. I'm going to restart this machine. Okay, so I'm still holding my fingers down. I'm waiting for this machine to come up. Still got my fingers held down here, and it's still going. While we're waiting for it, there's a great robot snake here, and as you can see, several robot heads. This is part of my robot collection. There we go. We should get the blue screen. Okay, now I can take my fingers off this. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to shut down now, and then I'll restart again just normally, and we'll be able to do the timing. So we're at 50 seconds. So that's 1 minute 14 seconds. Now I'll just log in as usual. Here we are at the 3 items. So now Safari I've clicked on, and Safari's now opening, and we're at 2 minutes with Safari bouncing at the side. It's now loading the extra USB devices I've got attached to this machine. Okay, we're going to the Cycling 74 site, and we're there. And I'll just wait a few seconds and do a refresh, and that's it. So 3 minutes, we're now actually backing in. It would be even quicker if I didn't have all these extra tabs on here. So we can see straight away that clearing the desktop into a single folder and then clearing the desktop cache has saved us at least 1.5 minutes in the reboot cycle. It also really improves the shutdown time as well. So if I just go up here and quit out of here, okay, and then do shutdown, and it says, do you want to shut down your computer? Yes. There you go. So the shutdown time is about a quarter of what it was.